Folks, I know this lighting doesn't get along with this new age lighting. I sort of look all different colors. That's fine. I'm not alien. It's just a lighting, fluorescent. Enjoying my bad habit. I want you guys to remember CCP Joe and pig vomit. We're going to talk about pig vomit a minute. I got that years ago listening to Howard Stern. He had a censor on his show there, a station manager. I forget what the guy's name was. Moral of my story is I always make a point when I tell a story because it's from personal experience. And I was told a long time ago by a scholar, this guy was when I was going to college in my college days, of which direction we were going. A lot of people didn't believe that we would eventually lean towards communism. But it was the first time that I had problems back in my day with authority that I realized that when I told the truth, the more I told the truth, let me adjust this. I think my camera's been out drinking. The more I told the truth, the angrier the authorities got because they didn't want to hear the truth. And subsequently, it happened several more times in my life. So I started believing that college, he wasn't a professor, he was actually a professor's aide. But we had some really in-depth mechanical conversations in the evenings. We would sit down when we had a question or we had a gray area, especially math for me. Uh, I hate to keep using the but finding the right vocabulary when you're stumbling over math as a young person, something that later on in life it becomes old hat, and then later on in life you start forgetting it as the gray hair comes in. He made the point of this is the point that we were going to come to was there's going to be violence in the streets. People are not going to be able to afford their homes, pay their bills, their taxes. We're already there with pig vomit and China Joe's their communist takeover of our government, not using, usurping our legislatures. Somehow, our states had permission and knew they were going to be able to circumvent these elections by usurping the legislative branches of the government. Somebody was behind it, but yet nobody wants to prosecute it. Our Supreme Court steps away from it because of rioting. I'm shaking because of the caffeine, by the way, and not feeling good. That's a problem. When you're able to usurp the state and the federal government, the legislature, and they're afraid of the rioters, they're not afraid of us homeowners because we might die, we might miss our animals, we might miss our children defending our home. And this is a wrong practice of our government. This is an attack on the good citizens, the law-abiding citizens, and I'm talking about the people that don't break serious laws. You that got a ticket, got in a fight with a cop, got in a fight with authority, you're not the bad person. It's the person that goes out there and inflicts harm on somebody intentionally. That is a criminal. But I noticed in those problems that I had with authority in my day, just like Dan Bongino and the rest of them that are on there that had a problem at one time, they perpetrate something on you that you're some sort of subservient character, and that is not necessarily your characteristic. That is a tactic of communism. Larger things are coming. Larger freedoms are going to be lost. Ownership of your home, your car, they're proposing taxes on your car, taxes on your guns. Necessarily, they're going to eliminate the white person. They want the black and the brown slaves, and that's not a racial comment because I have a lot of black and brown friends. I have them next door. I have them over there, and I get along with them. I compliment them. Okay, I'm about ready to work for a guy. He's Portuguese, and he does work just like I do, in the same manner that I do it. I could work for that guy forever. So it's not a racial thing. There's bad white people, bad black people, bad brown people, bad red people, especially the red Chinese. They're sort of yellow and red on the inside. They're going to find something out about America shortly. As you start going after people that were appointed in the Pentagon by the Trump administration, those workers, and you start targeting them and their families, you're going to find a backlash that this country is going to feel. Probably since World War II, it'll be that type of reaction that comes out of the United States. It's going to be an insurrection the size and the scope. Joe Biden has no comprehension, and neither does Pig Vomit. I I know people that have been alienated in the DOD because I work there, and I didn't like what I see, and I did not like what I saw. Uh, a lot of us resigned, by the way. I recently resigned, so I'm basically an unemployed bum. So you probably won't be seeing any more neat projects and stuff out of me without that type of capital and income to do those types of projects. And plus, I have other personal bills and debts to settle. That is one of the things that is coming. As they damage us, the protectors of this country, the people that would lay down their lives, and it's been discussed on, we're not going to go this avenue, okay? They've already pissed off the people that would lay down their life for this country. They no longer believe in it. So Pig Vomit, if you listen to my channel, which I doubt, okay, but a lot of other people do, pass the message on to Pig Vomit Pelosi. She's going to get what a communist gets when a communist gets it. And they don't necessarily like it, but it's coming. Okay? I talked to those men and women in the DOD. They went home with a pocket full of hate and hurt. It's hard to see hard workers, honest workers that would lay down their lives for this country, walk away so dejected and so disgusted. It's not that I wasn't anticipating it. Anticipating something and actually seeing that type of hurt, it's one thing to imagine something, it's another to actually physically see it. I saw it, and the hurt on those people's faces, you need to take a good hard look tonight. Look in your cabinet what you have for home defense, and God bless America. What's happened to this country overnight, with Communist Joe getting in there and destroying all the good that Donald J. Trump had done for this nation. Mr. Trump, my message for you is you left the job unfinished, and a lot of people disappointed behind you that you did not round up this cabal and stick them in the cages like animals where they belong. Necessarily, Pig Vomit and your whole cabal, you and Biden and Strzok and McCabe, all the way down the line, you people belong in cages. You're criminals. Nothing but a criminal. You're actually the epitome of the word criminal. I'm going to upload this tonight, Facebook, and the rest of them will probably immediately take it down, YouTube. Those of you that listen attentively, I suggest you copy the URL, the HTTP, and keep this going. Keep reposting it just like you do the talk shows, because it's nothing but the truth and nothing but the truth. There's not a lie in there. My emotions can be considered they're subjectable. But the facts of communism that are being perpetrated upon our ranks, our DOD, our government, matter of fact, you can consider local law enforcement now part of the problem, because they're going to go out and try to enforce. People have been unconstitutionally victimized, and they're going to go out and enforce the law. They're part of the problem, not the solution. They should all quit. Say, you know what? This is not the country. The checks and balances have not been in our courtrooms and our local legislatures for a long time. They've been out the window, especially here in Pennsylvania. That's nothing but a criminal cabal out there. And you, Doug Mastriano, you're getting some messages from me this week. They might be hostile, not threats, but you're a bum for not sitting on these people. And that bucktard governor, Wolf, you belong in a prison cell yourself. You and that, whatever the hell it is, kind of monster there that went on to Washington, D.C., that both of you belong locked up. Holy hell, people, we are in a state of disarray, and I hope you young people get together and say, we're not going to take this shit. I know a lot of you like to be a dependent on mommy and daddy and suck at their tits. You better learn to zip up those pants, pull them up right, put your hat on straight, go out and get a job. Because what's coming, you're going to be controlled from your asshole to your nose to your toes, and you're not going to like it in the future, what's coming to you. Mark my words, they might give you a check nowadays. Wait till you see what's coming, because you're not going to get that check in them days, in your later days. You're going to find out you're shit out of luck, toothless and stupid. You got to better, pull up them pants and find out what a man is and go out and get a job and start talking to your politicians heavily about your future, because you're thinking about the here and now. You're not thinking 60 years down the road. Well, my cigarette went out. Good Lord, give me another message. Thanks for watching my videos, guys, and pass the message along. Like I said, copy my link, pass it to everybody you know. Thanks.